What's happening, Pod Squad? Welcome into another episode of the Stripe It Like It's Hot podcast. We're going overseas today. This is exciting. Joining us for an interview, a long-awaited interview. I've wanted to chat with you for a long time, my friend. So very blessed to have, Dimitris Vezos here. And if you heard the word Vezos, you probably know what that's all about because their equipment is making some waves. So Dimitri, he is the you're the guy, man. You're the name of behind the equipment. You're the driver. You're the CEO of Vezos USA. Thank you so much for being here. I know it's late where you are at home in Greece, right?
Thanks for coming. Don't worry, we work late most of the day, so it's okay.
Well, we feel blessed, man. Thank you for coming on. So, yeah, a lot of people have asked about this equipment. You know, it's making waves. So I was fascinated to learn this yesterday, that it started as a marine pump company. How did this work? Is this something your dad started?
Yeah, something like 50 years ago, my father started the company. I was very little then. And my father used to make all these pneumatic pumps for the shipyards. Greece is a big maritime country, and this is a big thing for Greece. My father's workshop was right opposite to the one of the biggest shipyards in Greece. So when I was little, my father used to take us, me and my brother, at his workshop, and he used to tell us to repair all the pumps. So we learned that from a very early age, and we are talking about a very harsh environment. Uh, you're talking about pumps that they go up to 7,000 psi in and the contractors, the people are neglecting them. So we saw all sorts of problems with these pumps. And this is where the knowledge and the ideas came from. This is where it began. But years passing, we started developing the whole line and more pumps, and we ended up to what you see now.
Yeah. Well, what I see now is, what I see is a bit of a market disruption because I've been in the pavement marking industry for about 7 years, Dimitri, and when I started, it's very much dominated by just a small amount of companies. So when you have made the switch then with Vezos and Vezos USA to start producing this pavement marking equipment, what's the thing that you wanted to improve? What's the gap that you saw that you wanted to make better?
Actually, for us, it came naturally. I mean, for me, if you ask me, a striping machine is a pump that is surrounded with with accessories and parts. This is the heart of the system. But you know, we're familiar with all what's happening in the market with other brands and this and that and everything. We knew what was going on. It wasn't actually that we noticed something like a gap in the market, but we saw that more companies they don't hear to the clients, and we heard and read so many comments about everything. Everyone can read these comments. So when we started developing our own equipment, it wasn't because of the competition. So what we did, it wasn't just because we wanted to compete with the other brands, the leaders, let's say, in the market,
Mm.
but we just wanted to present the best possible solution we could by listening to the clients, by adding this knowledge through all these years of experience. This is more or less uh, is the reason why we came up with all this equipment. That's it.
I totally get it. So I haven't had the privilege yet. Dimitri, I know I'm going to see some of this equipment sometime soon. Unfortunately, I'm way on the west coast of Canada, so I'm way far away from Toronto and all the other places. But I know I'm going to see a piece of equipment one day soon. When somebody sees a Vezos line striping unit for the first time, what are they going to notice the first thing they see that's different?
I hope they will say they are beautiful, but
They do look cool. Yeah.
but besides that, uh, we try to put as many as features we could. Uh, the specifications are a little bit more, and everything's a little bit more. So we get a lot of reactions from when the people see the equipment, and also when the people use the equipment, because if we go through all the aspects of the equipment, we're going to talk for an hour now just to describe one unit. But the point was exactly as I told you before, to make people feel comfortable and make people happy about what they see, but also what they on the usage, on the actual work. So up to now, because we went to two exhibitions last year, we went to PEX, but also we went to ACHA. The reactions were very good. And we don't see that only from the end users, but we also from distributors, potential distributors, let's say. We get a lot of requests for to give them the unit so they become distributors. We're not in a rush to do something like that. We need to be very careful because it's about collaborations. So we just try to establish one here and one there, and then as soon as they go and they are used to the units and they know what they do and they understand the units, the differences, they know how to compare and tell to the people, we're going to go to other distributors. But the reactions are very good. I'm sure everyone that's in the social media have seen, have read these reactions from the people. We're not the leaders. We don't want to become leaders. This is not what we want to do. Okay, we just want to have a good relationship with people and be happy about what we do. That's it.
That's very cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give us a little summary, I guess, of the models. So I know there's a few different model options you have now. What does that entry level model look like? You know, what kind of features are on it? And then as you go up to like the flagship model, what does that look like?
Yeah. Before tell you that the striping in Europe, it's a different thing. I mean, when you say about striping, you talk about people that stripe parking lots all the way up to airports or highways. This is one profession in Europe. So I know that in the States or Canada is a little bit different. People don't get involved with each other. Uh, but for us, the striping market for us is one of the, let's say, divisions we have. You know, the marine, you know, other things. But when we talk about the striping division, we start from the PS 200 ProStripe 200, which is 1.7 gallons a minute. It's not the smallest in the market because we decided to do so. We didn't go to the lowest side right now because we didn't see the point right now. This is how we decided to do, and we go all the way up to big trucks, 4 axle trucks, for example. For example, again, although we have made, we've built a big trucks with that, it's not what we're going to. We go from the ProStripe 200 all the way up to small truck-mounted units. I know that you want to separate these. The stripers, it's the ProStripe 200, the ProStripe 300, and the 400 with 2.5 gallons a minute. If we talk about this equipment, I don't know how technical you want to go about this equipment because
Oh, I love that. We got a lot of technical people that love to listen to this. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
have it more. You won't see the end with me if I start talking about you know technical stuff because this is what I do actually. But the one thing that catch all the attention is the 400, the ProStripe 400. It's a big machine. It's not for parking lots. It's for airports or for open roads, not for highways, but when you want to make an entrance on the highway or an exit on the highway, this is the unit you want to use. We tried on all the striping equipment. We try to make them rigid. I'm trying by means even if you push them, you cannot shake them because the geometry of the machines are very solid, so they don't move. Everything is below waist. You don't see these big white tanks in front of you, but that makes you, uh, you know, you cannot see the road very well. You cannot see it in front of you. The visibility is very great with our unit, and also because of the low center of gravity, they are very stable. We use special wheels on our units, hard wall wheels, so we increase the stability of the machines. The front wheels we made to give you an understanding how weird we become. We make the front wheels by ourselves, the rims, because we want to make them, as stable as possible. Uh, Additionally, on the small machines, we have, external alternators because we want to give to the client, to the user, additional electricity. I'm sure you know sometimes at night that they put a small battery uh, on their line driver, as they call it, because they want to put an extra light, so they have a lot of lights at night.
Exactly.
You don't see that on our units. We have something like 180 watts from the smallest unit to the highest. All the line has this electricity, so you can put a lot of lights if you want. Uh, you know, Many different aspects, but from the small unit, uh, the 400, because you asked, is the one that catches, the attraction, and we saw that on the exhibitions as well. Now, if you talk about the bigger units, the small truck-mounted units, uh, there we try to deliver even more. There was a gap in the market because there are not small truck-mounted units. Not all the stripers, all the people that I have that do the road marking, are able to buy expensive units, big units. Some people they might start, or even big companies they might want a smaller unit for the exits or entrances on the highways. So we make a small road marking, small truck-mounted units. They start from 2.5 gallons a minute. These are small units that you can put on a Ford F-150, for example.
Yeah.
A small truck for your country, but a big truck in Europe. But anyway, you can put it and you can remove it easily if you want. So you won't need to have a dedicated truck. That's something that doesn't exist in the market right now. Only we do that. And the small truck mounted units, they go up to 10 gallons a minute. These are the small ones, for example, the small to medium size.
Mm.
More or less, this is a center of the lineup we have, but this is what we are targeting to.
Your spreadsheets and your systems for your business suck, and you might be losing a ton of money in your paving or your pavement maintenance business. Look, our company recently switched to One Crew, and it is the only industry-specific, all-in-one platform for paving companies, for pavement maintenance companies, striping companies. It doesn't matter if it's like the sales cycle or if you're estimating or even if you're trying to manage your crew, One Crew has features for all of that. It is unbelievably effective. So if right now you're doing a lot of your estimating on spreadsheets and at the end of the day or the end of the year, you don't even know if you're making a lot of money, I guarantee you One Crew will help you. It is so easy to make more money with this software. You'll love it. Here's the best part. Listeners of this show get $500 off of the setup fee if you go to getonecrew.com/stripe it. $500 off of your setup fee. Take a free demo and have a look for yourself, man. Getonecrew.com/stripe it. This is very, very cool. The ProStripe 400 looks awesome. In fact, the people that I've talked to, Dimitri, that have tried one or looked at it, that's the first thing they said as well. Like the geometry of it, how comfortable it is, the way everything is laid out. I know you guys, this was mentioned before, you guys put a lot of care and listening to what the customers are saying, right? Which is so, so helpful. Yeah.
But I listen to customers. It's something you get information without paying for. I mean, why wouldn't you listen to the customers? I mean, they give you information and what they need, and if you make them happy, you are succeeding in your job. I mean,
Yeah.
you have to listen to the people.
I completely agree. So obviously, you're in Greece today. You're at the factory where things are made. But Vezos USA, the website's beautiful. So you can go on Vezos USA. You can go on the website. You can see all of the products. What does it look like? I know this is a big concern for a lot of. It's not just your company, Dimitri. Anytime somebody tries new manufacturers, they worry about parts. They worry about service. How long is this going to last? What does that look like for people in North America? Is it easy to get access to those things?
Listen, we started in the US 2-3 years now.
Mhm.
This is when we started, and that's why I told you before, we're not in a rush. We don't want to grow faster than what we can support. So we have a couple of distributors. We have a distributor in Canada, another one in Mexico. These are new distributors for us. We need to support these distributors. We don't really want to have a distributor in California, for example, today. Okay, we will have one when we can support that. Now we have some early facilities in New Jersey where we have equipment and spare parts, whatever these distributors want for the units they have, as long so we can support them, immediately. If we don't have anything there, we can ship it directly from the factory here via courier within I don't know, a couple of days. That's it. I know that we've been asked this question several times about the spare parts and the support.
Yeah.
And it's very crucial. If we cannot support the units, even the best with the best quality, the nicest unit will fail. And this is, a problem that you cannot take back. If you are having people talking about that, I mean, I know the importance of that. We all know the importance of that. So that's why I told you we grow as fast as we can support it, and this is the main interest we have.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes me happy to hear. Yeah, because a lot of companies aren't like that, right? They'll try and do as much as they possibly can, and it comes at a sacrifice of quality. So,
This is actually this is a family business. It's privately owned. We don't have anyone pushing us to do things that we don't want.
Yeah.
This is we do whatever we want to do, and because we are happy with what we do. If
Do you,
we have a happy collaboration with people, that's it. We are comfortable with that.
yeah. Do you have family members like help, like in the company, brothers, anything like that?
Yeah, I started with my brother many years ago.
yeah.
He's here with us, and my wife, Maria Koulipoudis, is very important to the job because I'm a technical guy. I get into my computer and I forget to leave. I'm designing, I'm drawing lines, and someone else has to support other things. So she's very good at that. She's British. Sometimes when I don't understand, difficult accents, she's interfering, helping me.
Oh,
So everything we do together with her. In a week we will be there in the US and Canada.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
We will come closer to you, so we will have the chance to meet.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're coming closer. Like I said earlier, unfortunately, I'm on the West Coast, but you are coming. So, and this is, I'm so glad we're doing this in the month of May. So we're gonna make sure this episode comes out in early June, because you are doing a live event in Canada, which is the coolest thing. So anyone in Ontario, I wrote it down here. No entry fee. Just come on by. So there's 2 days, Friday, June 13th. That day is for the municipalities specifically. So it's like 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And on Saturday, June 14th, that's the day for the contractors. So that would be 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So if you are listening to this and you want to see this stuff anywhere near Port Perry, Ontario, that's where it's going to be. I don't know how to pronounce the site. What is it? Scugog Recreation Center?
Yeah, something like that. If you don't know how to, don't expect from me to.
I'm Canadian and I don't even know how to pronounce it, Dimitri. It's okay. So what we're going to do, just a reminder, June 13th, June 14th in Port Perry, Ontario. We'll put all that in the show notes. So and we have a lot of people that listen out in Ontario, like that's going to be hosted by the distributor, right? All Trade.
He's a nice guy. He's very helpful, and he's going to have a lot of units there.
Yeah.
So it would be nice for everyone that wants to learn about our equipment to come and see.
I've actually dealt with All Trade a little bit before about other equipment. I love them. So it made me so happy to see All Trade. And Jim Panzenhagen, well, he'll be there as well.
Jim Panzenhagen will be next week on the 7th, close to New York, the first demo day. And then he will be there with us with All Trade in Canada. Again, he will be answering, questions that the people want to ask. He's a end user also. He's got his own company. He knows how to reply to the questions and worries to the people. I can answer more technical stuff and other things, but he's more like, he's their guy. Respected. So he will be with us on both demo days.
Yeah, so many people love him, man. So I love him. I mean, he's been so great to me. When I started my business, he was very helpful to me. So that's amazing. Jim will be there in New York and then also at the one in Ontario. So if anyone's listening that can't get to those, maybe they are on the West Coast or maybe they're somewhere else. Where would they be able to get more info about the equipment? Any like virtual things? And any conferences you guys are going to next?
We are trying to have a program, the demo program, but also all the promotions we do. This is more of we will be announcing, a situation that we will be organizing as soon as we are sure about them. But the point is that we will. There are a couple of more coming up. I don't know the exact days. One in Georgia, I think, and one in Florida. But I'm not sure about the exact dates now. But and even more are coming up. We will be announcing whatever is coming up as soon as we know exact dates and exact information.
Sounds awesome. Sounds awesome. Okay, just a couple more questions. It's late out there in Greece, so
To tell you that, sorry for interrupting. Next year we are going to participate in PEX and Arts as well, both exhibitions, expos as you say, together with all the demo days. Every year we are increasing, the actions we take and to reach more people.
awesome. Absolutely love to hear it. Yeah, I don't want to keep you too late. It's already late out there in Greece. You gotta get some rest there, my friend. But a couple quick questions. So, like, I've watched you for a couple years now, and I like Dimitri. Even just the way you smile, like you love what you do. I can tell you love what you do. Where does that come from? Where did you get this drive, this motivation to? Because building and manufacturing equipment, I know you grew up with that in the 70s with your dad and the pumps, but it's still a lot of work. To me, it sounds ridiculous. I would never want to do it. It sounds like a lot of work. Where do you get this drive and motivation?
I want to do it. I love it. That's it. I love it. I mean, I love it having the screen in front of me, designing things and drawing lines and trying to solve problems. It's a constant problem solving situation. That's it. But I love it. I cannot explain that. We have so many things that are not ready yet. They are ready in designing. My drawer has so many equipment in there. We have the smallest hydraulic pump in the world, but we have also the biggest hydraulic pump in the world. So worldwide, that's it. Not because, because I love it. I cannot explain that. and many things are coming up, and we will you will see them in the near future. But I mean, this is my life. I mean, this is what I do. That's it.
I can tell. It's funny. Somebody asked me, well, this was like many months ago now, but they asked me like, why do you love your wife? And we can't explain that. Like, I don't know. I just love her. Like, she's just, so I get the same impression with your work, you know, I'm sure you love your wife as well, but the work, if you love it, and I can tell you love it. Yeah.
I love my wife more.
She's in the room. She seems lovely. That's awesome. So my last question, you actually just you mentioned it just really briefly, and I'm obviously, Dimitri, I know you can't tell us everything that's coming, but what maybe even if you don't want to tell us directly what Vezos USA is going to do with new technology, what do you see happening in pavement marking in the future? I know there's a lot of talk about, you know, AI, autonomous robots, things like that, battery powered stuff. What do you see happening?
Yeah, this is something I've thought of many times, and I see that people, you know, machinery have two parts. The one is the mechanical part, and the other is the electronic part with computers, AI, and whatever you wanna know, you wanna tell it. But you know, I know that the smaller units for us, the smaller units will come sooner or later. We will have clever ideas about the smaller units because, as you know, as we said before, we don't make the smaller units. So, of course, more clever machines will come. But the point is that we shouldn't, you know, only rely on the clever machines to do their work. They have to be strong as well.
Yeah.
So sometimes people forget that, and they have, you know, clever machines, but they are weak by many means. For us, new ideas, clever ideas will come, and these will be the smaller units. I cannot tell you more now. I'm sure you will be one of the first that you will know, but not now.
How about I fly out to Greece and I come demo it with a, how's that sound?
That sounds good.
I got to get to Greece. All right, my friend. Well, you've been very kind. Thank you so much for giving us some time. And don't worry, like everything we talked about today, the demo day in Ontario, the one in New York, the website, we'll put all that in the notes so people can click on it, go check out all the products. And all the best this year, man. I'm rooting for you. I love what I see so far, and I can't wait to get my hands on one and try these things. So good luck, man.
Thanks for having me, and we'll be in touch.
Absolutely, we will. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.